Be delusional. Yeah, I said it. Be delusional. From day one, the world tries to beat that out of you. They say, be realistic. Get your head out of the clouds. Face facts. But who defines reality? Who made the rule that says you can't be more, do more, create more, become legendary, the truth? Every world changer started off delusional. No proof, no roadmap, no guarantees. Just belief, just obsession, just a fire that whispered, I see something no one else does. You want out of a life you hate? You want more than what your parents, your school, your friends ever thought possible? Then learn to live in delusion. Nothing great was ever built with permission, and you don't need any. Not from your boss, your teacher, your family, or your past. No one defines your limits but you. That voice in your head saying, what if I could actually do it? That's not noise. That's your truth, trying to break through before the world drowns it out. Being delusional means backing yourself with no applause, no money, no results, no safety net. It's choosing to believe when everyone else says you're nuts. But someone's going to win. Someone's going to break through, so why not you? Delusion is a commitment to a future that doesn't exist yet. It's showing up, saying, I'm going to make something happen, when all you've got is doubt and silence. People love to laugh at that until you win. Then they call you brilliant. That's the cycle. They doubt you, then mock you, then ignore you, until they beg to be near you. Most people don't fail, they quit before they even try. They say things like, not everyone's meant to win, or I'm just being realistic. But realistic is just a nice word for giving up. It's the comfort story people tell themselves to make mediocrity feel okay. But not you. If you're still here, still listening, then you're different. You'd rather fail 100 times chasing greatness than succeed once settling for average. Be delusional enough to believe you can start from nothing and build something. To wake up at 5 a.m. for a dream only you believe in. To keep going after failure, rejection, embarrassment. Most people quit at no. Delusional people, we turn no into watch me. Every rejection is redirection. Every setback, a setup. That's the gap between average and obsessed. You've got to be sick with belief, blind to limits, deaf to doubt, so grounded in your purpose that nothing, not failure, not fear, not loneliness, can shake you. And yeah, it'll hurt. You'll lose people. You'll be misunderstood. That's the toll. That's what it costs to live a life others. They'll call you crazy until the dream is real. Then suddenly you're brave. So let them talk. Let them laugh. That noise, that's proof you're doing something worth watching. You keep building, you keep showing up, especially when it sucks. That's where growth lives. That's how you separate from the pack. Success isn't talent, it's not luck, it's obsession, borderline, unstoppable, unreasonable obsession. Everything changes when you stop waiting to be picked, and pick yourself, when you stop asking for permission, and just go. That's the shift. That's when the real you, the one buried under doubt and opinions, finally shows up. And hear this, nothing you want is supposed to come easy. That's by design. That's how the world filters out the weak. You're not meant to be handed the dream. You're meant to fight for it, bleed for it, sacrifice for it, miss parties, lose sleep, go broke, because you believe, because you know what's waiting on the other side. And if you don't see it yet, borrow my belief until yours kicks in. Just don't quit. Be delusional enough to outlast reality, because that's how you change it. Everybody talks about changing the world. Nobody talks about how lonely it is, how ridiculous it looks, how much it hurts, but that's the price, that's the cost. And when you finally get there, when the vision matches the view, every doubt, every laugh, every long night will be worth it. Keep being the one no one gets. Keep walking alone if that's what it takes. Here's the truth. The most powerful people on earth started in silence. No crowd, no praise, no likes. They worked while others partied, built while others slept, studied while others scrolled. They had a vision and followed it even when no one else saw it. That's delusion. Moving like it's already yours before the world gives you permission. You have to be willing to look ridiculous, to start before you're ready, to say, I'm going to do this, and let people laugh, let them doubt, let them gossip. Good. That's fuel. Their mockery is just fear in disguise. Their laughter, proof they couldn't do it themselves. So you smile, say nothing, and keep building. You're not here to fit in, you're here to break the mold, not to settle, to shatter limits, not to survive, to lead, to thrive. The ones who make history never blend in. They're too loud, too driven, too much, and that's exactly the point. Be too much for a world that wants you small. Be bold in a culture obsessed with average. Be certain when doubt is the norm. Be fearless even when you're afraid, 'cause fear is coming either way. That's human. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's doing it anyway. Fear whispers, you're not ready, you're not good enough. What if you fail? You whisper back, watch me. Fear only wins if you obey it. Take the shot, make the move. You'll never be 100% ready. You'll never have all the answers. But progress doesn't wait for perfect. Wait for the perfect moment, and you'll wait forever. Start messy, move scared, build anyway. Nobody has it figured out, not really. The winners are the ones who keep walking through the fog. One step, one brick, one rep, one post, one call. Doesn't matter how small, just move. Fall in love with the grind, with the quiet, with the repetition. That's where the real respect is earned, from yourself. You want pride? Keep your own promises. Do what you said you'd do. Show up for you. No one's coming to rescue you. No one's handing you the dream. No one's carrying you across the finish line. This is you versus you. And here's the thing. You already have what you need. Not the money, not the connections, but the mindset, the drive, the will to show up when it's hard, when it's lonely, when nothing seems to be working. That's your edge. That's your superpower. Most people won't. They'll flinch. They'll wait. They'll quit. But not you. You're delusional enough to believe you can still win, even when the odds say otherwise. And don't get it twisted. You don't win by chance. You don't win by wishing. You win by outlasting. By showing up when everyone else bails. By believing when no one else does. By grinding in silence. And when the day comes, when they say, I always knew you could do it, you'll remember the days they didn't. You'll remember the silence, the rejection, the doubt, and you'll know you never needed them to believe. You just needed you. So be delusional enough to say, I will win. Say it with your chest. Say it with your choices. Say it with your discipline. Build belief so deep in your bones that nothing can shake it. They'll call you arrogant, unrealistic, too confident. Let them. Let them play small. You keep building, keep rising, keep showing them what delusion really looks like. Because what they call delusion today, they'll call vision tomorrow. They're not supposed to get it. That's why it's your vision, not theirs. You were shown something for a reason. That's the difference between average and extraordinary. People will try to box you in. It makes them feel safe. Your potential scares them. It reminds them of what they gave up on. Don't take it personal. That's not about you. That's about them. You keep growing, keep evolving, keep leveling up until their box can't hold you anymore. And yes, You're going to outgrow people, outgrow habits, outgrow old versions of yourself. That's growth. It's uncomfortable for a reason. It stretches you, breaks you open, because what's next is bigger, stronger, smarter. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You weren't made to blend in. You were built to break through. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about ego. This is about legacy. About waking up every day with fire, to build something real, to leave behind proof that you were here, not just alive, but awake, intentional, fighting for something, becoming someone. Most people don't find that. They exist, they survive, but they never live. Don't be most people. Be the rare one, the obsessed one, the one who showed up with no applause, the one who didn't wait for someday. You've got now, today, this moment. So use it, bleed for it, fight for it, bet on yourself like there's no backup plan, because there isn't one. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to settle. You weren't made to watch from the sidelines. You were built for the field, for the grind, for the glory, and glory shows up after the pain, after the silence, after the skipped parties, after the early mornings and the lonely nights. That's where the winners live, in the spaces everyone else avoids. Be delusional enough to believe you're not done, that the next shot could be the one, that even if no one claps, you're still worth the ovation, that today doesn't define you unless you let it. Let them sleep on you, let them doubt, let them ignore you. You don't need noise, you don't need hype, you need habits, discipline, results. That's the flex, not flash, but follow through. Quiet confidence, head down, work in, head up, results out. It's not about being perfect, not about being fearless. It's about being relentless, about getting up when you've got nothing left, about pushing forward when everything hurts, about believing in the future when the present is falling apart. That's power. That's what makes you unstoppable. So stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I win? Stop living like there's time to waste. Stop holding back to avoid looking dumb. Looking dumb is part of it. Failure is the formula. It's how you earn the win. So fail loud, fail proud, then get back up and do it better. One day, and that day will come, everything you're doing now will matter. Every 5 a.m. alarm, every lonely Friday night grinding, every no you took without flinching, every time you chose discipline over distraction. One day, it'll all connect. People will ask how you did it. They'll want a secret, a shortcut, a lucky break. You'll just smile, because you'll know. You'll know it was the late nights no one saw, the grind no one clapped for, the belief no one else had. Be delusional enough to think you're not just one of the greats, but the great. The world doesn't reward the timid. It rewards the bold, the obsessed, the ones who dare to stand up while everyone else sat back. That could be you. That should be you. But not if you keep playing small. Not if you keep hiding. Not if you keep waiting to feel ready. You're ready now. You've always been ready. You just needed permission. So here it is. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to change everything. You're allowed to outgrow who you used to be. You're allowed to say, I want better, and go get it, without apology. And yeah, some people won't like that. They'll call you selfish, arrogant, too much. Good, that means you're doing something right. Because when you start living fully, the people living halfway feel it. It shakes them. But that's not your problem. That's their mirror. You didn't come here to make people comfortable. You came here to make history. You came to change your bloodline, to break generational curses, to prove that the life you dreamed of wasn't fiction. It was a preview. You came to build, to rise, to leave behind something that screams, I was here, I mattered, I made it happen. So stop waiting, start, now. Be delusional enough to move like it's already yours, because belief becomes real through action. Confidence doesn't come first, it's built in the dark, by doing the hard thing again and again and again. You want to be a leader? Lead yourself. You want respect? Respect your time. You want the world to see your value? Treat your dream like it's priceless, because it is. The world invests in people who invest in themselves. Cut the excuses, cut the noise, cut the "I'll start tomorrow." You don't need another quote, another video, another planner. You need to decide, right here, right now. Decide that you're going all in, no matter what. You want peace? Build it. You want freedom? Earn it. You want legacy? Create it. The only way out is through the pain, through the failure, through the doubt, through the voice that says, this might not work. That voice isn't your enemy. It's the invitation, the cue to dig deeper, to go harder, to prove it wrong. Be delusional, not because they said you couldn't. Tired? Good. That means you're working. Scared? Good. That means you're growing. Alone? Good. That means you're different. And the ones who change everything, they're always different. The trailblazers, the rule breakers, the ones who say watch me while everyone else waits for permission. So build your life, build your mindset, build your spirit, be relentless, be unreasonable, be obsessed, be delusional. Because the world wasn't changed by the practical ones. It was changed by the misfits, the dreamers, the ones who saw what no one else could and chased it anyway. And if you're still breathing, you've still got time. Your story isn't done, so flip the script. Go be the one.